In this video, we are going to learn about the meaning of active learning. So what do you mean by active learning? Active learning is nothing but the students, they are learning by experiences. Now, in our day-to-day life, we experience a lot of things. So as we are experiencing it, we are also learning them. That is known as active learning. So you're learning by doing it. That is, you're learning by experiencing it. Now, students involve themselves in meaningful learning activities. So, meaningful learning. What is meaningful learning? You're understanding it completely and learning. Only when you understand something completely and learn, you can do active learning. Because you will be active only when you understand what is happening there. If you don't understand what is happening around you, you won't be active in that place. You will just stand quiet in some corner. Only when you understand what is happening, you will show a lot of interest. That is, you will be very active in doing things. Next, now if someone is giving you a problem statement, you will be so much eager in order to find the solution for the problem statement given to you. You will refer a lot of books. You will refer a lot of websites in order to find out the solution for the problem statement given to you. So you are doing active learning here because you are so much interested to find out the solution for the problem that is given to you. Next, if you see, learning activities of student involve not only seeing and listening, but also discussion, field trip, project, learning by doing, etc. So definitely yes, if you're going for a field trip, there also active learning happens because now for example, if they're taking you to a chocolate factory, you're learning how they are preparing chocolates, how they are making, how they are manufacturing it. Every single process they'll be teaching you and you're also seeing them. You're seeing the entire process and a person will be guiding you. Like the person will be telling you every single step on how it is being done. So you are learning by seeing it and you're also experiencing it because you just know to eat chocolates earlier, but now you're seeing the entire process on how it is made. Next, discussions. Maybe you don't know anything about a topic, but still you're there in the discussion. When many people are telling some points about the topic, you will get an idea. Okay, so this topic's meaning is this. When they are speaking, I feel like, yeah, this is the meaning for the topic. So let's also tell some points which we know regarding this topic. So even you will tell some points regarding the topic, because even though you didn't know the meaning of the topic, when other people are telling the points, you'll get an idea. Okay, so the statements which they are telling mean like this only. So the words meaning will be this for sure. So we can tell our points regarding that topic. Next, learning by doing. So when you're doing some project, you don't simply do some project without understanding. You understand and you make that project, and as you're making the project, you also learn the process. Now, if you're making a project on rainwater harvesting, definitely as you're making, you will also learn the process of rainwater harvesting. Next, active learning is also known as playway learning. That is, by playing games also you can do learning. Next, technology based learning. That is, if you take computer, using computer also you learn a lot of things. Next, group learning. A group of people or group of students, you sit together and discuss and learn together. That is group learning. Next, project method. So by doing the project, as you're doing the project, you also learn the process of that completely. So this is about active learning meaning. I hope you have understood this. Next, we are going to learn about the techniques of active learning. So there are few techniques. So first, let us learn about the first technique, which is think, pair, share. So in this, when a question is asked to a student, the student will think of an answer. After thinking of an answer, the student will share that answer with the neighbor. Whatever the student has thought about the answer, whatever came to the mind of the student, those ideas the student will share it with the neighbor. Second technique is role playing. So in role playing, the student will look at a topic from the perspective of a character. Now, for example, if a person is going to imagine himself or herself like being affected by earthquake or tsunami, so that student who is imagining himself or herself like that is going to do a drama exactly like the person who will act when he or she is really been affected by earthquake or tsunami. So when that is being shown in the form of a drama, the other students who are watching it will get to know how dangerous it is when earthquake or tsunami gets affected to the earth. So all the other students get to know how earthquake and tsunami can damage the world or can damage the place that we are living in. How difficult it is and what are the causes, what is the reason for these to come, what can we do in order to prevent that to come. So all that the students will get to know when a student is trying to imagine himself or herself like that and enact in front of the other students. So this is about the role playing. The next technique is using the jigsaw puzzle. So jigsaw puzzle. Now, for example, you can take the various layers under the earth's surface. So now you want to make the students learn the various layers under the earth's surface. So when you use jigsaw puzzle, it will be very easy for you to make the students learn this. So in a jigsaw puzzle, a lot of small cutout pieces will be there from a cardboard. So those small cutouts, when you arrange it or when you join them in a correct manner, you can see the entire layer under the earth's surface in order. So here the thing is, the small pieces from a cardboard, you have to connect them correctly. Only when you connect them correctly, you will be able to see the entire layer part of the earth's surface. So as you are taking each small piece and you're making it connected, you learn every single component of the earth's surface. That is, you learn about every single layer. You will not forget it because the first small piece may be one layer. The next piece can be another layer. So you're learning every single component, every single layer, and as you're arranging and once you are getting fixed with the entire puzzle, you will get to know the exact order of the layer. So for that it is very helpful. The next technique is peer review. So you have to ask each student to give a review or to comment on the learning materials that is prepared by the classmates. So classmates will prepare some learning material. It can be a project model or it can be an essay that is written by the classmates. So after they do that, you can ask for the comment from the other students present in the class. So one student has written an essay, the other students can give a review on that. After reading the essay, they can give a review on that, they can comment on that. If they find something is really interesting, they can tell that this part was really interesting in your essay. If they find these things need to be improved, yes, they can share even that. So when review is given, the student who has written the essay can improve more, can improve much better than how he has written this essay. When he writes the second essay, he can make sure he avoids those mistakes and write a better essay than the first one. So for that it will be very helpful. Next technique is discussion. So under discussion technique, the teacher will ask a question and the question will be correctly framed. That is the statement, the question statement, it will be perfectly correct one. So when the question is asked, the students, they have to think of an answer. So the question should be framed in such a way that it will improve the thinking ability of every student. So you have to frame a question such that the students think a lot, think very creatively, think very differently. So the question that is framed by the teacher should be in such a way that you are making students think really a lot, think in different perspectives, think in different ways. So that is discussion. So when the question is asked by the teacher, every student, they discuss together with different perspectives. So this is about discussion technique. The next technique is problem solving using real data. So whenever a problem is arising, you need to solve the problem. So the problem, in order to solve the problem, you need to do a lot of research. Only when you refer a lot of books regarding that problem and you refer a lot of websites, you'll get a solution for it. So there are many scientific problems. So those scientific problems can be solved only by searching in a lot of websites and referring a lot of textbook and coming to a conclusion. So problem solving using real data is this only. A problem will be there. You need to solve the problem by referring a lot of textbooks and websites. And mostly the scientific questions only will have some problem. So you need to find a solution for it by doing this. The last one is game-based learning. Game-based learning is very interesting. You're making students learn by playing a game. That is, you will be conducting some game. Through that game, they learn something. So that game might be a game which is trying to improve the memory level of the student. There is a memory game. So when you make the students play that memory game, you're making the students' memory level increase. So for that is very helpful, right? That game. Likewise, each game is helpful for the student in some way. So game-based learning is also a good technique in order to make all the students actively learn and participate. So these are the 7 techniques of active learning. I hope you have understood this. So in this video, we saw the meaning of active learning and the various techniques of active learning. Thank you so much. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share it with your friends.